This presentation is part of the My Path Through Yoga series, my ongoing series of blog posts regarding the different yoga traditions and practices I have experienced as a practitioner. Anodea Judith's chakra model and her work in Eastern Body, Western Mind is one of the systems that integrates into that larger exploration. Tonight we're exploring the fifth chakra through a developmental lens, not as something mystical or distant, but as a practical center of communication that shapes how we speak, listen, and express our inner truth. Before we look at each chakra individually, it helps to understand what the chakra system is. It's a way of mapping how energy, emotion, and awareness move through the body, and each center reflects a different developmental task. When we talk about balance, excess, or deficiency, what we're really talking about is how these centers shape our patterns of grounding, relating, protecting, and expressing. This gives us a practical framework for understanding how those patterns show up across a lifetime. Before we go deeper, I want to clarify how I'm using a few key terms. When I say chakra, I'm talking about an organizing center, a way the body processes energy, emotion, and experience. Energy here means the felt sense of activation or depletion in the body, not something mystical. And developmental lens means simply we're looking at how these patterns form over time, beginning in early childhood. These definitions give us a shared language as we move forward. Before we move into Chakra 5, I wanted to show these two system views side by side. On the left is a representative illustration of the chakra centers along the spine, the traditional vertical map showing how the 7 points are aligned through the body. On the right is a mandala-based visualization. It's not anatomical. It's a symbolic way of showing how the centers relate to one another as a unified system. I'm using both because they offer complementary perspectives as we move into the chakra sequence. Chakra 5, Vishuddha, the throat chakra, relates to communication and authentic expression. Developmentally, it emerges as we learn to use language, naming our experience and giving voice to what is true for us. Its demon is lies. Any distortion or suppression of truth. This chakra invites honesty in how we speak and listen, allowing inner experience to move outward with clarity. When balanced, expression feels natural and aligned, a steady flow between what we know inside and what we share outwardly. When Vishuddha is excessive, communication becomes dominating, loud, or overwhelming. We may talk over others, overshare, or use speech to control rather than connect. When it's deficient, the voice collapses. We hold back, we stay quiet, or we struggle to articulate what we feel. Healing modalities such as chanting, journaling, breathwork, and throat opening asanas help restore balance. As we work with this chakra, we cultivate clarity, honesty, and the confidence to express ourselves authentically. Here are some recommended poses, asanas, for the throat chakra to achieve balance. We could start with easy pose, Sukhasana. It establishes steadiness and internal quiet, creating the kind of grounded presence that makes clear expression possible. Next, we would go to cat-cow, Vajrayasana, asana, Bittilasana. It encourages fluidity through the spine and breath, softening rigidity and supporting openness in how experience moves toward expression. Camel pose could be next. Ustrasana lifts the chest and opens the front body, inviting vulnerability and willingness to be seen and heard. Next, lion's pose. Simhasana releases tension in the throat, jaw, and face, supporting uninhibited expression and reducing self-consciousness around the voice. And finally, back on our mat, Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose, opens the chest and throat while staying grounded through the legs, reinforcing the idea of speaking truth from a supported, stable place. An affirmation for this series could be creativity flows in and through me. Although we are not practicing the sequence now, this is a visual depiction of how these poses can be sequenced, just to give you a clear sense of how they relate. The flow here would be clockwise. Now I'd like to lead you through a short meditation for Vishuddha, the throat chakra. I invite you to sit comfortably and focus on your throat area. Sit comfortably and lengthen your spine. Relax your shoulders and soften your jaw. Allow the tongue to rest gently behind the teeth. Bring your awareness to the throat center. Feel the space at the back of the neck, the seat of communication. Imagine this area as an open channel for expression. Then I invite you to visualize a soft blue light. See it glowing at the throat, expanding with each inhale. Let it clear and open the pathway to truth and clarity. We're going to repeat the seed mantra, HAM, slowly and mindfully. Pronounced hum, hum. Let the vibration resonate in the throat. Feel the sound cleansing and opening your voice. We'll do a round of 3 inhales through the nose and exhale with the seed mantra, hum. On the inhale, the belly should expand. Then draw the breath up into the chest area. On the exhale, we'll press the belly in and forcefully exhale through the mouth. So inhale 1, exhale hum. Inhale 2, hum. Inhale 3, exhale hum. And then one final inhale. Exhale gently. Focusing on the throat, feeling it in alignment with more clarity present. Body, mind, spirit. One flow, one truth, one love. We are whole, we are present, we are enough. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and thanks for your attention and listening with presence. Namaste.